Hello everyone, and welcome back to the CouchQuest playthrough of Star Wars, Knights of the Old Republic. Excuse me, Sand Person, I was doing my intro. Did you really need to interrupt me? Anyway, so we last left off, we had just found a star map inside a crate dragon cave. I have my Mandalorian and my Wookiee with me, and we about to get into a fight. On that note, I should probably activate some buffs. Not sure they'll last the entire thing. Let's see how close I can get. Yeah, let's go ahead and do it. Do Force Valor, Energy Resistance, and Night Speed. Let's go! Oh, look who it is.
I have to give you credit. You've led me on quite a chase, but nobody gets away from Calo Nord in the end.
I see you brought some backup, Calo. Realized we were a bit too much to handle on your own, huh?
You got lucky on Terrace. The Sith attack saved you from a quick and gruesome death. But I promise you,
I don't think there was anything quick about that death.
Way this time.
You think I got lucky last time? Okay, let's do it again.
Let's go, boys. It's showtime.
Oh man. Hold on. All my buffs wore off during the dialogue. Ooh, do I have any big grenades left? I don't. Okay. Frag grenade will do. Apparently I missed. Okay. Oh, hold on. I just noticed how low my health was. So in case anyone's wondering why I cut to the menu to heal, there's a kind of a, I don't know if it's a glitch, but I guess a design flaw. If you go into the menu and activate a healing item or a buff item, it affects the action economy differently. And by action economy, I mean, like, you know, him stopping to do a thing. Oh, I guess I didn't get to it fast enough. Oh well.
Yeah?
Huh. Do I have any bigger grenades? Concussion grenade. Sonic grenades. Yeah, we got Calo Nord. Here, my Wookiee friend, heal thyself. Here, now go get this guy. Now get this guy. There. I mean, I didn't do much. I kind of went down like a sack of potatoes, but hey, the rest of my team got it done. Good job, gang.
Yes?
Good teamwork. I probably could have prepared for that fight a little better, but oh well. I'm just going to sit here and heal for a bit. Ow. Calo Nord's battle armor and 2 Mandalorian heavy pistols. Cool. Hey,
What?
oh, I got some new equipment for you. Don't be sassy. Yeah. Yeah, this will do nicely. And it's upgradable. Fantastic. Commissioned by Calo Nord, this armor was based heavily on Mandalorian designs. The maker was killed to appease Nord's ego, ensuring his suit would be forever unique. There. You've got some mock Mandalorian armor now. Hope you're happy. It actually doesn't look too bad, honestly. I don't hate the design of this thing.
Sure.
Oh, look, I got some more Healy power left. Alright. Let's loot the rest of the bodies. A poison grenade. Cool. Hey, anyone else leave anything behind? Anybody? Anybody? Anyone? Hello? Hello? Okay. Now I'm debating to actually if I want to walk back or just fast travel back. I don't think there's any other stops between here and Anchorhead, so I think I am just going to fast travel back. Function unavailable at this time. Now, why is that? Fine, I'll get back out into the desert and do it. You jerks. Do, 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 do. I've been through the desert. Well, I don't have a horse. And all my party members have names, so never mind. Can't finish that thought. I've just been through the desert. Do back. I went on the wrong side of this little cave thing, didn't I? Be healed! Come on. There we go. There we go. To the Dune Sea. Alright, now can we fast travel back? We can. How about that? Alright, so we finished the main plot for Tatooine by collecting that star map. So now, swap some party members. Let's get rid of Canderous. Put Bastila back in. And let's get rid of Zalbar since I don't think we'll be doing any more fighting on this planet. Add mission. And they both have level up, so bear with me for a second while I get them squared away real quick. Give you advanced throw lightsaber. Accept. Now mission. Level up. Skills. Computer use. Demolitions. Awareness. Security. Beat. Oh, she got another level of sneak attack. Awesome! I can't get that. Let's give you a weapon focus blaster pistol, maybe? I'll give her a +1 to hit. Let's give her sniper shot. Or improved sniper shot, I should say. There we go. Alright, all done.
What?
Now I'm being sassy to myself. What's up with that? What's up with that? Going into Anchorhead. Go collect various quest rewards. Stop by the Zerka office first, because there's a couple things in here. Oh look, there's Griff. He just kind of spawned into existence.
Greetings again from the offices of Zerka Corporation.
Hi, Gray.
Is this about bounty?
Gaffy sticks.
I see that, but do you have the all-important chieftains, Gaffy? That was what you agreed to get for us.
Yep, here it is.
Well, that is a very big headache that you've removed. I'm sure there are still sand people out there, but they'll be quieter now. I think I'll give you a bonus for this. You've more than lived up to your side of the bargain. Zerka Corporation thanks you.
I'm sure they do. Persuade. For a bit more, I can maintain my vigilance in the future.
It would be valuable to have someone on call if the sand people made another incursion. I think you're right. Yes, here's an additional reward. Once again, Zerka Corporation thanks you.
1,300 credits. Nice. Or no, 700. 700? You know what? Fine. It's fine. It's fine. This is fine. Alright, Griff.
Ah, just the person I was hoping to see.
Save it, Griff. I'm not talking to you. I want no part of whatever you're involved in.
Okay, sis, I see you're still mad. Fair enough.
Yeah.
I don't think you could help me with this anyway. It's more of a job for your friend here.
Come on, Griff. Get to the point.
As you may know, tack glands can be refined to a very potent powder. It's the primary ingredient in Teresian ale. That's what makes it so strong. Of course, now that Taris is pretty much wiped from the face of the map, Teresian ale has become somewhat scarce and very, very valuable. Luckily, I know the secret recipe.
What does this have to do with me?
I know this guy. He's with the Exchange.
Of course.
If I give him a small sample of Torresian ale, he says he can synthesize it and reproduce it in mass quantities. Problem is, I need one of those tack glands to make the first batch. And now that Taurus is a smoking ruin, the only place to find tack is on Kashyyyk. If you can get your hands on one of those tack glands, I'll make it worth your while.
Griff, are you blind? Can't you see you're talking to a Jedi? We're out here trying to save the galaxy. We can't waste time on this.
Please, you have to help me. I promised this guy from the Exchange a sample of Torresian ale. If I don't come through for him, he's gonna break my legs. Or worse.
We'll see if we can get those tack glands for you.
Yeah, I knew you'd come through for me. You won't regret this. You'll see. Just don't take too long, okay? This guy from the Exchange could stop by any day. I kind of told him I already had the stuff, so
of course
if he shows up and I'm empty-handed, well, let's just say I really, really hope it doesn't come to that.
Yeah, I'm sure even people who haven't played this game knows where this quest chain is going. But it is the final resolution to mission's storyline for the game, so we're going to go ahead and do it. And the only other way to resolve this is if you're playing Dark Side, you end up killing Griff. And then mission's left forever wondering what happened to her brother, which is kind of an evil thing to do. Oh. Oh, right. Forgive me for the intrusion, human. My name is Sunny Vic, and I believe you dropped this datapad. I wish to return it to you. Huh. Thanks? My pleasure, human. You should examine it to make sure it's not broken. Goodbye. Basically, this thing opens up, if you're Dark Side, assassination missions. Which, yeah, could be fun if you're playing evil, which I'm not, so. We'll come back to swoop registration. There might be a whole episode just dedicated to swoop racing. I realized I forgot to check the time before I started recording today, so this could get interesting. Let's assume I've been playing for about 15 minutes? I don't know. I'm sure the time code down there, you know, whatever. I don't know. I know I talk a lot about like when I start recording and stuff. That's mostly so I can keep the episodes in digestible sizes for you guys. I'd rather not run super long or anything. This isn't a long play channel. Alright. Let's resolve Bastila's side quest.
Back already? Have you even looked for the holocron yet?
I have the holocron, Mother. I'm just not sure I want to give it to you.
And why not? Would you deny me even that?
I've never denied you anything, Mother. You may think I don't remember what it was like before I left for the Order, but I do.
Oh boy.
You were the one who pushed Father to go on one treasure hunt after the other. You loved living in wealth. You think I don't remember the fights? You were eager to send me to the Jedi even though I didn't want to go. You took Father away from me. And now this holocron is all I have of him.
Fool girl. You have a strange way of remembering things. That wasn't...
No, I don't wish to argue with you anymore, Mother. It's time we parted ways now, for both our benefit.
I think you should listen to what she has to say.
You don't know her. My mother is notoriously deceptive when she wants something. Why should she have the holocron?
Is it too difficult to believe that I am a dying woman who simply wishes to see her husband one last time?
I find it difficult to believe anything you say, Mother.
Maybe you should be the first one to give the other a break?
You're right. It shames me, but I find it difficult to let go of the past. I'm sorry, Mother.
I was hard on you, dear. I wasn't a very good mother to you. I know that. Your father loved you so. He wanted you to be just like him. He wanted to take you on his hunts, but I said they were too dangerous.
Treasure hunting is a dangerous occupation, just like bounty hunting is a complicated profession.
I always tried to keep him from the dangerous ones, but he would have none of it. It was a reckless life we led. Always moving. I didn't want that for you.
So that's why you gave me to the Order?
What do your father and I have to show for all those years of hunting? Nothing. That was no life for anyone. Especially not someone as gifted as you, your father. He spent all his last years trying to pay for my treatments.
Oh.
That's why he went for the pearls. I begged him not to, but...
Your treatments.
I'm dying, Bastila. I did not lie about that.
It's heavy stuff here.
It's been a long time in the coming, and there's really nothing that can be done anymore. I told your father to let me go. but you know how he was. Stubborn, like you.
I'm so sorry, Mother. I don't know what to say.
Keep the holocron, bastard. It would do me good to know you have it. This talking to you. This is what I really needed before
I know. Thank you. I'm glad we talked too.
Well, you said you had important business, and you were never one to mince words. You there. You take care of my daughter, you hear me?
Yeah. Sorry, once again I'm remaining quiet, because this is a fairly serious, heartfelt moment here, and I just didn't want to be snarky over the top of it. I'll do my best.
That's good. I'll feel a lot better knowing there's someone to watch her.
Where are you going to go?
It doesn't matter, dear. Don't you worry about me.
Here, take these 500 credits. That's all I have. Go to Coruscant and find a doctor. I'll meet you there after what I have to do.
But I already told you there's nothing that can...
Please take it. I want to see you again when we can talk.
Aww.
All right, I will. You do what you have to, Bastila. You go make your father and I proud.
I'll try. Farewell, Mother.
Wasn't that just a lovely scene? I mean, some heavy, heavy stuff there, but... You want to talk to me already about this. Alright, yeah.
How can I help?
So, do you feel better now?
Yes. It brought me a lot of peace. More than I thought it would have. Thank you for urging me toward it. After all my training, I would have thought it would have been easier.
No.
Apparently, I still have much to learn.
Alright. Is there anything else left? Okay, yeah, I need to go talk to Is. As much as talking to Jawas in this game hurts my brain. Excuse me.
Hey, Bastila. You ever use the Force just for fun? You know, a little jolt to the Force to trip up some jerk who's ticking you off?
I would never use the Force for such petty and trivial revenge. The mere thought of it's preposterous.
Oh, come on. There's gotta be times when you thought about it. Don't be so stuck up. You can tell me.
I am not stuck up. I merely have the
You are
years of
stuck
training
up.
to give me the wisdom and understanding to see how childish such an act would be.
Childish? Is that a crack about my age? You ain't much older than me, Miss High and Mighty. Just 'cause you're some Jedi doesn't mean you can be a prissy little... What the... Hey, that wasn't funny.
I have no idea what you're talking about, Mission. Come now, we have to get going. Please, do try to be less clumsy in the future.
Alright, I love it when those little character moments pop up. I don't know if I'll get to trigger them all by the end of this playthrough, but... Sorry, that hurt, just reading it. Basically, he's happy that I found them, and he's going to give me a reward. This will be fine, thanks. Just please stop talking to me. You're a good man. I got some items. Neat. Alright, so... I think what I am going to do is... I'm going to move back to in front of the swoop registration. Ah, little glitch there. I hate it when it does that. So that's the cantina. Where's swoop registration? I think it's over here. Because I'm going to come back to this point later, because I do plan to do the swoop races. We are going to fast travel back to the ship. And we are going to head inside and forward everyone's storylines as much as we can. Yes, it's a dialogue episode. I know, but hopefully it can be entertaining. And why don't we just start with Canderous?
Yeah, what do you want?
I was wondering if you had any more war stories.
I was one of the best youth warriors in the clan Ordo in my time.
Cool.
No one before me had mastered the power of our basilisk war droids as quickly as I had. Except Mandalore himself, of course.
Foreshadowing.
In those days, we were sweeping across the Outer Rim, destroying all who fought us. Young Mandalores would prove themselves in real combat with unknown opponents above 1,000 worlds. Each brought back stories of his achievements.
What was your story?
I remember it well, orbiting high above a placid world, its defenses just stirring. As was tradition, I would go ahead of the first wave to find enemies in the thickest fighting. I remember sitting there in my armor, linked directly with the basilisk thrumming beneath me, my heart racing with fear of the coming battle.
What happened next?
The doors opened in front of me, and the air was sucked out of the drop bay, scattering crystals of frozen vapor across my path. I can't describe what it feels like to look directly down at a world, falling continuously as you circle it, with barely 15 centimeters of armor plate protecting you. When the magnetic locks disengaged on my droid, I plunged out of the drop bay towards the battle that waited below.
Who were you fighting?
I don't remember. It doesn't matter anyway. That world's dead now. The exhilaration, the euphoria I felt as I streaked into the atmosphere, dodging self-guided projectiles and beam weapons, was unmatched. An 80-kilometer plunge through the atmosphere, dodging and weaving, the outside of my armor glowing like the sun with the heat of re-entry. And with barely 30 meters to spare, I twisted and skimmed the surface, firing at the giant beam generators that were in my path. The explosion from that sent shock waves that leveled the entire complex around it. It was the moment of my life.
This guy is really into war. Like, really into war. That was some fight.
I'll never forget those times. But things are different now. We can't go on fighting the way we did. There are too few of us left now. But I really don't want to talk about this anymore. I trust I've satisfied your curiosity for now. Is there something else you want to know?
Nothing for now.
Your choice.
Cool.
Yeah, what do you...
Any more war stories?
You want another war story, huh?
Yeah.
You want to hear about some other world getting wasted, eh? I knew you were the type.
Well,
Your stagnant
no.
republic has never seen some of the strange creatures and races we fought on the Outer Rim in those years. And you never will now.
Where did you fight this time?
We were going through the asteroid fields of the Crispin system at the very edge of the galaxy, playing with the pirates and smugglers we found there. The main belt in the Crispin system consists of mainly small rocks covered in frozen methane gas shells, and the pirates were using them for cover. I remember using a thermal generator to cause the outer layer of one of the asteroids to vaporize in a picosecond. It blew out and shredded the 3 smugglers using it for cover. But that was a mistake.
Why? What happened?
The asteroid I had targeted was smaller than most, maybe a dozen meters on a side. On the outside, it looked the same as any other, just a ball covered in frozen gas. But something must have been inside it, something inactive, in the cold. The heat of my blast might have triggered something, or woken something up. After I'd hit it, spots of light and heat appeared all over the thin shell, still covering it, evaporating the gases. What lay underneath looked like some sort of rocky growth. A deformed rock, pitted by scores of micrometeorite scars. I think something even older might have been inside that.
An asteroid?
Maybe, but maybe not. It started rotating faster and faster as we watched it. After a second, it started spraying fire, thermal projectiles that melted our armor like wax. We were caught completely by surprise. Before we could counterattack, it fled at an incredible speed.
A ship?
We couldn't catch it, but we could follow its hyperspace wake. We followed its trail as far as we could, heading away from the galactic core. When it finally led beyond the edge of our galaxy, we abandoned our efforts. Anything that wants to commit suicide in that great void is not worth our trouble trying to catch. That's the only story I have for now. I'll tell you some more stuff later if we get the chance. Is there something else you want to know?
No, nothing for now.
Your choice.
So that is a heck of a story, and if I recall, like, it was in that particular war story they wrote was inspired by UFO stories from like World War II veterans and stuff that the pilots saw that they couldn't explain. I could be wrong on that, but it sounds very reminiscent to me of that kind of thing. So,
Yeah,
what's another one? Any more war stories?
I don't have as many strange stories like the last one I told you.
I love how just
but
progressive
I do
he
have a
is
couple about
with this.
me and the
Just
stuff I've done.
right
In
along.
one battle above the world of Althea, My unit managed to defeat a force of Althiri 10 times our own size. That battle gained me command of an entire subsect of my clan.
Tell me the story.
For 5 days, they had managed to hold off our forces, keeping us to the outer rings of their world, preventing us from attacking it directly.
Okay.
My task was to assault one of their flanks with a false attack. The Althiri would be drawn out by the units I had sent in. Once they had surrounded those units, the bulk of my forces would attack from the rear and defeat them in detail.
Did it work?
Things didn't go as I had planned. I saw an opening, a mistake they had made in the disposition of their forces, and took it. While fending off our main force, they had let their fleet split in two. The center of their entire fleet was left exposed. I turned my forces and assaulted the center of their fleet, decimating them.
Okay. Now, I'll admit to being fairly ignorant of military tactics and such. But while that does sound like an opportunity, I believe that there is a big taboo during a military operation of just abandoning orders without, you know, clearing it first and all that. I mean, some things I guess you have to do in the heat of the moment. Again, I have no combat experience, so I don't know. But I don't know. So I'm just going to ask, you disobeyed orders?
This is a chance given to a warrior once or twice in a lifetime. The chance to change the course of history in a single act. Their slow, ponderous ship could not turn to face us without being overwhelmed. Their command vessels were destroyed in seconds. Their ranks were thrown into chaos. It was amusing to watch the surviving ships scatter and flee. Several even tried to dive through the plane of the rings to escape us. They were shredded by the rings, or crashed into rocks, or were destroyed by our forces as we pursued them. Warriors do not flee from a battle if they are losing. They fight to the end, as we did against your Jedi Revan. Another time, maybe, I'll tell you about how the war with the Republic went. For now, let's just get on with things. Is there something else you want to know?
Nothing for...
Your choice.
Right, no. So yeah, one of his greatest battles, he disobeyed orders to attack a fleet directly. That's going to come back on him later. Because if I remember correctly, another Mandalorian who was in that battle ended up suffering big losses because of that split-second decision he made. And I believe they end up having to have a duel on Tatooine about it.
Yeah, what do you want?
And he's out of war stories for now.
Your choice.
Okay, time check real quick. I'm not entirely sure how long I've been recorded, and that was a mistake I made, so let me run around, decide who I want to talk to next. Let's see. He's not going to say anything. Actually, let's go get caught up with Mission, see what she has to say. Because she shouldn't have very much to say.
Hey there.
I want to talk about your brother.
I'm worried about Griff and his latest plan. I got a bad feeling about it. He doesn't know anything about brewing Teresian ale, and now he's got himself mixed up with the exchange. Sometimes Griff can be so stupid. Part of me just wants to let him get what's coming to him.
Well, you can't turn your back on your own brother.
Why not? He turned his back on me. He abandoned me on Terrace, so maybe I should just leave him high and dry now. Maybe a couple broken kneecaps will do him some good. Maybe that's just the kind of jolt he needs to turn his life around. Only, what if they do something worse?
Yeah.
They might kill him. I don't want him to die. He doesn't deserve that. But I just can't keep supporting his crazy schemes. Someone has to teach him a lesson.
No one can teach him this lesson, Mission. He has to learn it for himself.
Yeah, I guess you're right. I'm not gonna change him. Griff is gonna keep on being Griff. Maybe if we get these tack clans for him, things will work out. Or maybe he'll finally see the light and turn over a new leaf. I know it's not likely, but it's all I have to hope for.
Light side points gained. Cool. I like being a good guy. That's right, there's nobody in here. This is just the bunk room. This is where you have your dreams. Let's go talk to Bastila. See if we can annoy her a little bit.
How can I help?
You look like you have something to say.
I do. I've been trying to come up with the best way to say this for some time, but I suppose I should just come out and say it. The truth is, I have come to depend on you. Not just for the sake of the mission, but for my own sake as well. I'm glad you're with us.
All of these don't sound fantastic. You made that sound very painful for you to admit. It's probably the most sensible one.
Did I? I am trying to be sincere here. It occurred to me that I may have been too critical of you. Too demanding at times.
That's probably the best one. Well, thank you. I appreciate the gesture.
I know my manner can be a bit taciturn. I know you must be getting sick of my lectures about the dark side and everything else. I spent all my years being hounded by my instructors, being told so often how gifted and important I was until I was sick of it. I remember when I was younger, I used to swear that I would never become as self-absorbed and stodgy as the Jedi Masters. It's ironic, really.
Maybe, but you don't need to be like that.
I suppose not. But I am becoming like that, though it's not easy for me to admit. Being controlled has kept everyone around me at an arm's length. Even those like yourself who are most in need of my understanding and compassion. Maybe it's time to change that. You deserve to know how much I respect and admire you. I had to tell you how much I care for you. As a friend, of course.
We could be more than friends, Bastila.
Please, it's not allowed. I have to remain true to the Jedi ideal. If this is going to cause a problem, maybe I shouldn't have said anything.
I might have screwed up the romance. Oh well. No, I'm glad you did. I care for you too, Bastila. That's
well. That was not nearly so difficult as I feared. Thank you for hearing me out. I feel much better. But enough soul searching. How can I help? Then I said.
All right. Well, I might have screwed up the romance subplot by not picking the right dialogue options, but oh well.
Yes. What's on your mind?
Our last discussion did not end very well.
I'm not very good at this. I know I owe you an apology. More than one, probably. I was just so desperate to finally face Saul directly in the battle over Terrace. And now the Jedi have us looking for these star maps. I know this mission is important. It's just, I feel a bit useless. I mean, I can fight, sure, but I'm no Jedi. All this feels completely out of my league.
Why don't you return to the front line then? How does that excuse your actions?
It doesn't, I know. It's been a while since I've even had to think about that sort of thing. I just hate not knowing what's going on and feeling this helpless. But I shouldn't have taken that out on you. I've been a royal pain in the backside, haven't I?
Yeah, don't worry about it, Karth.
No, I do worry about it. I've traveled the lanes more than once. I should know better than this. So, I'm sorry. Will you accept my apology?
Only if you agree to work with me for once.
Done. Let's get underway then, shall we, partner?
Yay! Got anything else to say? Nope.
You got it.
And nobody has any idea what to do about these Gizgas, so there's no point in asking. Let's see, so we progressed Bastila's storyline, we've progressed Karth's storyline. I guess let's talk to our resident cat person.
How may I be of assistance?
Excuse me. I was wondering if we could talk.
What is it you would like to speak to me about?
What were you thinking about?
I have been thinking much about our journey, and I am grateful and honored that you have accepted me with you. I am not used to such unbiased acceptance from one who is nearly a stranger to me. We Cathar do not make friends easily, or for long. Even on Dantooine, I remained alone.
Aww.
Not ostracized exactly, but separate.
Must have been difficult for you.
Yes, it was. I find it difficult to speak of those things. I do not want to live that way ever again. And here, it seems different. It is warming. I feel almost welcome. Needed. You seem to be very decisive when it is required of you. It is reassuring to know that I can count on someone like you.
Only because I haven't found out how to ditch you yet. is nice that you hold me in such high regard.
To be accepted so readily, I find it difficult to explain. It is so different from what I'm used to. Just thank you for accepting me.
Yeah.
How may I be of
you want to keep talking?
What is it?
Tell me about your past.
I suppose I have not talked very much about the Jedi I met back home. They, all of them, were so very invigorating.
Invigorating?
They were so very alive. So full of hope and energy and zeal. In retrospect, I can see it was a little bit tragic.
Tragic?
Well, yes. These Jedi were going to fight the Mandalorians just after they had invaded. Many of those Jedi perished in the fighting, but to us, they seemed invincible. Especially their leader, who they talked about all the time. Paragons of light and justice, sweeping away all iniquity before them. It was like looking at gods.
One of these responses. Damn straight, I do look divine. Alright, the Jedi are not gods.
I know that. I was using poetic license.
Right.
But those Jedi, they were enthralling. Everyone wanted just to touch them. Some people thought it would bring them luck. Not that the peace they brought lasted very long.
What happened?
The Jedi left. The people grew complacent. Those who had been wronged saw their chance at revenge. And so the cycle continues.
Yep.
The oppressed become the new generation of oppressors.
Yep.
The human oppressed, that is. The non-humans were never treated well in any case.
Oof.
We felt the brunt of both administrations.
Was it that bad?
Of course it was. They took their frustrations and hate out on us because the people they wanted had already fled or were too well protected. But no one looks out for the injustices we suffered. Oh no, but I am sorry. I should not have outbursts like that.
As long as you don't let that anger influence you.
Don't you see? The very fact I mentioned it means it has its influence. Anger can lead to the dark side, and I must be ever careful that I do not fall back into those ways. I thank you for your support. My outburst was uncalled for, but you did not lash back at me. You are a much better Jedi than I.
Oh, well.
But let us not
I would
speak
argue it's
more
not
of
really
this now.
hard to be a good Jedi.
We should continue on our journey. Perhaps
They
later
set the
we
bar
will talk
pretty low.
again. How may I...
Anything else you can talk about? No?
Of
Okay.
course.
Cool. Anyone else got anything they want to say? No? Anyone? Just some Gizka running around, eh? Oh, HK-47. I forgot about HK-47. Now, I don't really have a repair skill. Yeah, my repair skill is -1, so I cannot complete HK-47 subquest, which is using your repair skill to fix him, because I do not have that. Now, I can activate Force Valor and try to up the stat, but...
Statement. HK-47 is ready to serve, Master.
I'd like to know more about your functionality.
Statement. I know some elements of my functionality, Master, but not all.
I thought that you said removing your restraining bolt would restore your memory.
Qualification. I suspected that it might, Master, but without memory, I had no way of knowing whether or not I knew that was true.
So, you lied to me.
Qualification. Not so much, Master. I spoke out of ignorance. I assumed the Ithorian was responsible for my memory loss. That does not mean I am not a fully loyal droid willing to serve its master. Right, Master?
And how can you not know parts of your functionality?
Answer. There have been numerous repairs and tampering made to my system, Master. Several systems are not operating as they should be. The fact that my memory is incomplete may be due to meatbag incompetence, or something else I am unaware of.
Is there any way to repair you?
Answer. Some of my motor functions can be safely repaired, Master, but anything in relation to my memory core is extremely sensitive. I have safeguards installed to protect that core that I cannot deactivate. It is not impossible that other, lesser memory functions could be restored, however.
So I can restore your memory.
You may attempt to restore portions of my deleted memory, Master, but some skill at repair is required. The deeper functions of my core memory, however, would still be unadvisable to tamper with. Conjecture. It is possible that some external stimulus might result in the memory core being reactivated, but I am unaware of any program existence to do so.
So you're saying your memory might just come back?
Conjecture. There may be hidden programming that awaits certain conditions to reactivate my memory core, Master, but there is no way to know. It is quite possible that tampering has simply erased my core permanently. If that is so, a meatbag will surely pay.
So how do I go about restore your memory?
Answer. Simply tell me that you wish to make the attempt, Master, and I will attempt to walk you through it. Please do be careful.
Okay, that will. I think the buff wore off, so... Let's try it again. Force Valor!
Statement. Affirmative. If you believe your skills are request.
Yeah, I'm going to click through this so that the buff doesn't wear out.
Very careful, Master.
Alright, let's get started. See if this works.
Now close the last panel.
Alright.
I am afraid the operation did not succeed, Master, though it was a valiant attempt for a meatbag. Supplication. Perhaps it would be best if you desisted your efforts for the moment, Master. This seems to be going nowhere.
Very well, we'll do this later.
As you desire, Master. I cannot help but claim a small amount of relief. Signing off.
What stinks is I can't have a more skilled party member come in and help fix him. I'm the only one who can do it. And I have no ranks in repair, because it's not in this particular character's, repertoire. So, HK is kind of stifled as far as his progression. Which, it happens. So, I guess, let's see. I don't know. I'm going to install my my new lightsaber crystal. Sigil. Sigil does... Let's see. Whoa. Alright, so... Diamond, attack bonus 3, massive criticals. Yes, I think I want that, but we have to figure. Sigil does a D6. Diamond. Let's check the other lightsaber. Alright, like I said, this is a critical build. Is that a Bondar crystal? Do I have a freaking Bondar? Yeah, we're gonna throw the Opila crystal on this. Crying out loud. And the Rubot is a +1/+1 for attack and damage. Where's the Crate Dragon Pearl? It's a +3 attack bonus and +2 energy damage. So yes, much improvement. And now for Bastila's lightsaber, since I got some spare crystals. She's got a Rubot, and we'll throw the Bondar on there. Let's see, and that's yeah. What's her name? Juhani. There, sorry, I spaced her name there for a second. Juhani's lightsaber. And everything else is just not equipped at the moment. Okay, cool. Upgrade. We're gonna do. Where's Calo Nord's armor? Immunity to critical hits and an additional +3 bonus. Holy cow! And immunity to mind affecting. This armor is awesome. That is amazing. All right, cool. Here's the thing. Like I said, Tatooine's pretty much wrapped up. The only thing left to do is like swoop racing, which I do want to do because we're gonna need money. But I'm debating on whether or not to do that off screen. I think, as a compromise, as I recall, where in the world I am. There's Candace. Okay. I'll go ahead and do like the first race on screen, and then I'll finish the rest off screen. So let's go ahead and grab Karth and Canderous, I guess. Because we're not going to be doing any fighting. Hey, hey. Yeah, I think the only things left for Tatooine is later we come back here for Canderous's storyline when, like I said, that former brother-in-arms of his confronts him about the battle where he made a decision that countermanded orders. And I realized I had the quick travel set up and I didn't even use it. And this is not swoop registration. Oh well. No big deal. Swoop registration. Alright, so who do I gotta talk to? I'm guessing the hut. Yep, let's go talk to the hut. Who are you? Ah, nobody. What do you want? Handouts? Go dig a mine, fool. I'm looking for information. Understood, Helving. Only interested in racing. I get enough beggars through here looking for money. Oh, look at you. Human? Nothing really special. You race? You own a swoop? I raced on Terrace. I won the season opener there. Yeah, you and 12 other liars. Planet blows up, race records are lost, and now everyone's a champion. Okay, enough of the funny stuff. You think you're a racer? You'll be one. Do you have your own bike? I have my own bike stored on my ship. You got a bike, then you can race. I don't care about experience, so long as you can get out there on the track. And if you crash and burn, that's your problem. We just need warm bodies to pad the roster between the pros. There's a small matter of a track maintenance fee, 100 credits. Persuade. Can we maybe drop the fee? No racers means no crowds. Well, I suppose you're right, but I'm not dropping the whole amount. 50 credits. Alright, I'll pay the 50 credits. Shows you mean business. Now you can find the track right away. Alright, cool. Why would he listen to me? Sorry, he's talking to me about signing on a young racer. He doesn't trust me. Actually, none of them do. I'm a promoter. I'll do it for money. They just want the glory.
I'm sure they wouldn't mind some of the credits, as opposed to getting it stolen out of their pockets.
You're a swoop jock like him. You're new, but if you win enough, he'll respect you. I'm counting on him. And if he doesn't make him choose correctly, you look like you could scare some sense into him. I think you should give him a better deal. I'm not going to pull the typical swoop jockey attitude, are you? This is business, and I know what's best. What do you care whether I make money off the kid or not? He wants to race, and you'll get paid. We all win. Persuade. Treat him fairly, or I'll start rumors that your races are rigged. You wouldn't. That would be bad. Very bad. Even rumors like that could keep a man out of the pro circuit. Alright, I'll give him a better deal, and make it back in the long run, I guess. You, of course, are not getting paid. I trust this is the last I will hear about this matter. Was there anything else? Just set me up with a race. Oh, okay. I already paid a maintenance fee. Basically, he's going to try to shill me out of money every time. You'll negotiate the price? Oh, come on, I'll put on a good show. Haha! High persuade skill wins again. The time to beat is 23 seconds. Oh boy, here we go. Alright, so here we go with the swoop racing. Now this is pod racing. Nope, already didn't make the record. Oh well. Got close though. I was off by 2 seconds, which... Yeah, I know. What do you call that? I want to talk about the rewards. 3 tier systems, people know where they stand. I pay for the first time they reach each tier. What does each tier pay? 10 racing bonds. 2, I pay 30 racing bonds. For tier 3, I give 80 racing bonds. You'll have to read that, that's fair. I pay each level once. I'm not here to support you. I only pay for encouragement, not constant improvement. What are racing bonds? Basically, they're promissory notes. Alright. Let's go back to my other questions. Let's do another race. Will you negotiate? I already paid a maintenance fee. Will you negotiate the price? Oh, apparently I can't. Okay. Okay, fine. Here's the 100 credits. Apparently you can only negotiate your first race for free. Here we go again. Let's see if I can be a little quicker on the draw here. .2303. I don't think I was quite fast enough, but hey, I got a lot closer that time. Oh, hey, I did beat it. Sweet! Passed the first tier and it turned 10 racing bonds. Not bad for a beginner. You beat Garm's time easily. Take this with my thanks. We'll see if you can do any better in tier 2. I'll be back later. Alright, let me check. Let's go ahead and save at least. Family. Because, you know, Fast and the Furious, family. It's about family. That's my terrible Vin Diesel impersonation. There we go. Let's try it one more time. There we go. Talk about swoop racing. Set me up with a race. Haven't I already dealt with this fee? You won't negotiate? Fine. You're just lucky I can make this money back if I make the tier. Okay, come on, here we go. Ow. That's gonna hurt me. Hello, maneuvers. It's gonna cost us about 50 years. Yeah. That was weak. Oh well. Yeah, that hitting that rock hurt me. What do you call that? Yeah. I'll be back later. Should I? Should I? I think I should, because I don't want to spend 100 credits every single time. It's about family. Yes, it's cheesy. I know. I don't care. You guys are dealing with the same thing on your end. And it's not plot relevant. It's just racing. Alright, swoop racing. Set me with a race. What's the time to beat? Alright, will you negotiate? Nope. Fine. 23:29. Really? I can do that. I know I can do that. Man, these swoop bikes get really slow starts. Woohoo! Yeah, I think I cleared it that time. You passed the second tier and have earned 30 racing bonds. I'm beginning to think it was a mistake signing you up. Yeah, well, your loss. Against local pro attractions in tier 3 next. You've already ruined Yucca Rill. I'll be back later. Let's go ahead and save. Now, you may be wondering, I think I explained this before, but these racing bonds you pick up here, you know, he says they're worth a set amount of money at local vendors. But if you take it to Yavin Station, he pays a premium for them. So it should set me up for the rest of the game, selling these bonds if I can get all 3 tiers. But I think I am out of time for this episode. I think I might, I don't know. I don't know if I want to continue doing the races on screen or not. We'll see. I might just get the rest of the racing bonds and then go to Yavin and get the money and then come back and start recording again once that's all said and done. So you guys don't have to slog through me trying to beat every single time. I think that would be the merciful thing to do for you guys rather than watch me struggle over and over again. So thank you, everyone, for joining me thus far. And I hope you had a good time. And hey, I hope you're having a good day. Catch you later.